Hello, Mrs. Gillis.
Just fine.
You going someplace, honeybee?
Yes, away from my husband.
You were leaving Gillis? Gee. Junior, go out and play. Go ahead and play.
What about my allowance?
At a time like this? Gee, honeybee, you're leaving Gillis after all these years?
No one will know how I've suffered. No one.
Well, what happened?
Please, don't make me talk about it. I'd rather suffer in silence.
Honeybee, what happened? Junior said that you...
Peg, she'd rather not talk about it. She and Gillis.
Oh, no. Oh, you poor dear. Dear, did you have words?
Honeybee, did he hit you?
What happened?
Have some coffee. It'll give you strength.
Food choked me. Oh, you don't know what I've been through. The abuse.
Gosh, I thought that you and Gillis got along pretty good.
Yeah, outsiders don't always know.
I never want to bother other people with my troubles. That's the way I am.
Yes, dear. Well, if you'd rather not talk about it.
Do you know a good lawyer, a cheap one?
Gee, honeybee, you and Gillis are our best friends. We got married together. We came to California together. If you should split up,
He took the best years of my life, and he's going to pay for it.
Now, you mustn't do anything rash. Maybe after you've thought the whole thing over...
Yeah, you've got to think the whole entire situation over. Does he know that you're going to your mother's?
Oh, I can't go home to my mother. She's coming to live with us. That's what started all the trouble. He said he won't let my mother into the house.
He did?
Oh.
She left Brooklyn today on a fast bus.
Oh, well, you better get home and patch things up before
This
you get...
can never be patched up.
Ah, now you can patch it up. You've been married for 17 years. You're not going to throw it all away because of a silly little quarrel. No, I'm going to talk to Gillis.
Oh, wait a minute, Peg. Don't mix in. Gee, it would break my heart if Honeybee and Gillis split up, but, well, in a thing like this, they got to make their own decisions.
I've made my decision, and I want my maiden name back. After all, I've still got some good years left.
Yeah, well, I think I better talk to Gillis.
Peg, it's their lives.
What hotel are you going to stay at, dear?
Oh, I couldn't stand a hotel. I'd get so lonesome. So I thought, well, if I wasn't imposing...
You want to come here?
Well, of course you can.
It'll only be for a couple of days or so till I get him out of our house.
Yes, dear. Well, there's a nice cot in the spare room.
A cot? Oh, well, thank you, Peggy. You're a real friend. And I won't be any trouble, you know that.
You just forget it, dear. Take your things and come on inside and be comfortable.
Oh, and Monday, when my mother gets here, I'll rent another cot. Oh, you'll love my mother. You won't even know she's in your house.
Her mother's coming here, too.
Mother, is Mrs. Gillis really going to get a divorce? Nonsense. Nothing of the kind.
Is she staying here?
Well, maybe just for the night.
Yeah, her night might be like at the North Pole for 6 months.
Where are you going?
I am going to patch this thing up, or Gillis is going to die in the attempt.
Oh, good morning, Mr.
Hello,
Riley.
Waldo.
Isn't it a shame about the Gillises?
Yeah, sure. How do you know about it?
Well, I was walking my dog past their house this morning. I heard them shouting. She said she's leaving him for good.
She's leaving him, all right.
Well, she's a woman of her word. I'll wager she packs up and goes home to her mother.
Yeah, and I'm her mother. She's moving in with us.
Is she very upset?
Oh, she was so upset she could hardly finish my breakfast. I'm going over to see Gillis right now.
Oh, fine. The poor man needs a friend in a sad time like this.
Yeah.
James Madison Gillis, you're beautiful.
Hey, Gillis, where are you?
Come in, Riley. I'm in the boudoir. Hiya, pal.
Hiya, Gillis.
Hiya, Waldo.
Mr. Gillis.
What brings you so bright and early?
Oh, we found out about the bad news, pal.
Bad news?
About your wife leaving you.
Oh, yeah. Ain't that great?
Gee, Gillis, you're brave. Making out like you're happy when all the time inside you got a broken heart.
Are you kidding? I never felt better.
But your wife, she left you.
She'll be back in a couple of 3 days. I planned the whole thing.
You what?
I got a sore on purpose.
You did?
Sure. I figure once a year, every married man should ought to get away from his wife for a few days.
Yeah, but...
So by her leaving, I'm getting away without going out of the house.
Yeah, but that ain't right.
Of course it's right. Even a criminal gets time off for good behavior.
She's got a point there, Waldo.
Yeah.
After all, we only work 8 hours a day at the plant. We get a week's vacation off. If a guy works at being a husband 16 hours a day, he's entitled to a couple of days off.
Well, the way I feel about the institution
So
of
now,
marriage...
I got a couple of nice quiet days all to myself, with maybe a poker game with the boy, and eating the kind of food I like,
Yeah,
not what Honeybee likes.
but she is eating what I like.
Huh?
Your wife moved in our house.
No kidding. Well, that's a horse on you, pal.
Yeah? Well, it's your horse, and get her in your stable.
Well, I'd like to help you, pal, but I don't like mixing into my friend's trouble.
But Mrs. Gillis is your wife.
Yeah.
I ain't responsible for what my wife does. She's over 21. Believe me, she is.
Do you know what else? Your mother-in-law is moving in with us Monday.
You think you got trouble now? Wait till her mother catches you smoking in your house.
Wait a minute, Gillis. Just because you have a fight with your wife is no reason that I should get the custody of your mother-in-law.
Can I help it?
How about that time I won the pig in the raffle, and it ran over into your yard?
And ate all your vegetables.
So what?
All right, I came over and got my pig, didn't I? Now you come over there and get your wife.
Nothing doing. I got my whole weekend planned.
Legally, you're liable for any expenses Mr. Riley incurs. There's your wife's room and board.
Yeah, $25 a day.
For living in your shack?
And Mr. Riley, you can sue for nuisance value if Mrs. Gillis creates any nuisance in your home.
Yeah, and she can do it. He's a witness.
I recommend an immediate reconciliation with your wife. After all, you do love her.
Yeah, sure, but...
Come on, pal. Take back your wife.
Well, she saw at me. She wouldn't come back. Anyway, not till I apologize.
Well, then go ahead and apologize.
No. No, I got my pride.
Pride is the grease on the stairway to doom.
Huh?
Either you take back your wife this very minute, or you and me are through. You gotta choose between me or your wife.
Okay. I'll take her back.
Get the phone.
The phone, Mr. Riley.
But I wouldn't do this for everybody.
But I hope this whole thing taught you a lesson
A lesson?
about married parents.
Oh, Daddy.
When a home busts up, everybody suffers, especially the kids.
Well, that's true. They say 1 out of every 5
Of course, you
men.
and Junior are lucky. Your parents are not only husband and wife. We're very fond of each other.
I think you're both terrific, Daddy.
Well, it's because we respect each other. It's give and take, that's what it is.
Say, Pop, this came in the mail for you.
Mail for me? Well, it's a box, so it can't be a bill.
What is it, Daddy?
That's what I want to know.
Dad, here's a list for the grocery. Now, I want you to tell Mr. Greenspreckle that...
What's that, dear?
It got me, Dumpling. Fragile.
Say, Pop, can I have my allowance?
I'm broke, son.
Bro, you got paid 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah. Ain't it gorgeous?
What is it?
It's a beer mug.
What's the matter with this family? Ain't you got no culture? It's a mustache cup.
A mustache cup.
Yes. For trimming and keeping my mustache neat. I bought it a couple of days ago, but they had to put my initial on it, see?
Why did you get it? You don't have a mustache.
Well, I might get one. A lot of things happen around this house under my nose. Do you get it under my nose?
You'll get it if you start raising a mustache.
And if you're so interested in growing things, why don't you do a little work in the vegetable garden once in a while?
Oh, thank you not to compare the backyard with my upper lip.
Say, Pop, what'd it cost?
Why don't you go out and play, Junior?
Yeah, what did it cost?
Oh, a few cents.
A few cents.
Yeah, about 35 cents.
Not $3.35.
Yeah, how did you... Peg, it's not right to spy on your husband.
Oh, when are you going to stop throwing away our money on useless junk?
I throw away money. Well, that's a good one. You're the one that's extravagant.
I'm extravagant. Well, I like that.
Sure you like it. That's why you do it.
Will you give me one instance when I'm extravagant?
Well, I gotta go out now.
No, you don't. We're going to settle this. When was I extravagant?
Well, how about the time you bought those table mattresses?
Table mats. And what's wrong with that? The best people use them.
Well, I want to spill my soup on a tablecloth like the common people.
Oh, yeah. You don't have to worry. You don't have to get down on your knees and plead with the laundryman to deliver the laundry on time.
Well, then don't plead with the laundryman. Do it yourself. You got plenty of time. You're home all day.
Oh, now I neglect the house.
All I said was that you're home all day.
Of course I'm home all day, working my fingers to the bone.
I mean, you don't have to get in a crowded bus to go down to your job. When you get up in the morning, you're right at work.
Yeah, all I do all day is I get up at 7, and I get your breakfast, and I pack your lunch. Then I get the children's breakfast. Then I get them off to school. Then I do the dishes. Then I make the bed. Then I clean up the rest of the house. Then I have to go shopping and buy food on the kind of money you give me. Then I come home, start supper, serve it, do some more dish. Oh, yeah, I got plenty of time.
That's what I said. You got plenty of time.
Oh, you men are all alike. All you think about is yourselves.
I'm selfish. Before I was extravagant, now I'm selfish.
I didn't say you were selfish.
I'm at the plant, working 8 hours a day, working my head to the bone. Comes my payday, I get my pay. I give 20% to the government, I give you 80%, and I'm selfish.
Please stop shouting.
I am not shouting.
You're shouting. Now listen to me.
I don't want to talk any more about it. I never talk to a woman when she's excited. Goodbye.
What a lovely mustache cup.
That mustache cup started the whole thing.
What?
The blow-up with Peg.
Oh, really?
I'm telling you, it was terrible, Walter.
Oh, that's a shame.
She was yelling. She was screaming.
Is Mrs. Riley very high-strung?
Yeah. Today, for the first time in 17 years. She's always been low-strung.
Oh, that is too bad.
I'm telling you. She's really sore at me.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Look out, you guys.
Oh, be careful.
I never saw such a temper.
What's Scott for, Mr. Gillis?
For my wife to sleep on.
Oh, but I thought you and Honeybee made up.
Sure, we're made up. So she clips me for $10 to go out buying hats, while I'm stuck home here getting the house ready for that mother of hers. Honeybee sleeps in his cot, her old lady sleeps in his bed, and I'm breaking my back in the living room on that chaise lunch. What's this?
Oh, that's Mr. Riley's mustache cup.
Mustache cup?
Mm-hmm.
Give me that. At least you're going to be sleeping on the chaise lunch tonight. And the way Peg carried on, I might be sleeping on the couch tonight.
Well, don't tell me your troubles. You unloaded my wife on me, and I ain't forgetting it.
You're responsible for the whole thing. You was nasty to Honeybee, and she probably poisoned Peg's mind against husbands.
That's quite possible.
Oh,
Go on. Peg don't need no help from me to hate you. I seen this blow-up coming for a long time.
What?
Did you hear that?
But I had no inkling.
Oh, he don't know what he's
Put
talking.
yourself in your wife's place. You've got you for a husband.
All right, go ahead. Go
So
ahead.
This schmo you're hooked with is a $59 a week riveter, which they're a dime a dozen, whilst I'm a foreman. $79 I get. Your hubby owes for the rent. He owes for the gas. He ain't got a car, and he takes you out once a month maybe to watch him bowl.
He lets her bowl sometimes.
You slave all day keeping house for this big slob, until one day you get fed up to here. So what do? You pick a fight with him, and he runs out of the house, which any good lawyer can prove is desertion, right?
Mhm. Oh, well, in a way.
You see? Bingo. A divorce.
Oh, no. No, you're wrong, Gillis. Gee, Peg loves me.
Oh, I think he's exaggerating the whole thing.
I hope so for his kid's sake. Poor little urchins.
Don't you worry about my little urchins. My home will never bust up. Why, I bet Peg's right there now, counting the minutes till I get back.
All I'm saying, Mr. Greenspreckle, is that the cabbage that you sold my daughter is wilted. The tomatoes are spoiled and the bread is stale, and I think you ought to make good. What did you call me? I dare you to repeat that. You haven't heard the last of this, Mr. Greenspreckle. What did he say? He called me a penny-pinching old fishwife. Oh, of all the nerve. Your father's lodge brother.
Hi, Pop.
Say, Urchin. I mean,
Yep.
Junior.
Huh?
Were you in the house just now?
No, why?
Well, you see, your mother and me... Well, I just was wondering what kind of a mood she's in.
Did you two have a fight?
Junior, don't be so crude. Your sweet mother and me never fight. We had a little,
Chip?
Yeah, tip. During the fight. Oh, here's your allowance.
Gee, thanks, Pop. So long.
Oh, wait a minute, Junior. You gotta help me.
Oh, no, this is between you and Mom. I'm not going to get tangled up with it.
Don't be an isolationist. I mean, well, look at it this way. You see, life is a battle. Male versus female. Of course, the female is always the war mongrel. So us males have got to stick together.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
I want you to go inside, watch your mother, then come out and tip me off to what kind of a mood she's in.
Okay. You want me to spy on her?
It ain't spying. If she told you to watch me, that would be spying. But when I tell you to watch her, it's, well, it's like the Army calls intelligence.
Oh.
Yeah, so you go ahead in and get me some intelligence.
Okay.
I'll wait here, Junior.
He can't talk to me like that and get away with it. I'm through with him once and for all. I don't blame you, Mother. I can feed my family without him. Yeah, sure, he's riding high and mighty now, but he'll miss me later on. He can come crawling on his hands and knees. I won't go back.
Gee.
There are plenty of others who'll appreciate me.
Gee, Pop. Mom said... She said she's through with you.
She can't be. She can't live without me. I'd pay all the bills. If it was that I paid.
She said she could feed her family without you.
Please, Junior.
There are plenty others who'll appreciate her, she said.
Yeah? Well, I'll murder the first guy I catch appreciating her.
Mr. Riley.
Oh, Waldo. I'm trying to make up with my wife.
Here?
Well, I got a plan, see? Oh, Junior, did you do it?
Yeah, I got a big box of glazed fruit. $5.
Peg loves glazed fruits.
Oh, yes, they're delicious.
I told him to rush it right over.
Good.
This may do the trick.
Now, yeah. Now, did you tell him to put the note in like I said?
Yeah, the note's gonna say, let bygones be bygones. But you should have signed your name, Pop.
Oh, she'll know it's from me. Anyway, it's cuter this way.
Women are all romanticists at heart.
Yeah. Hey, here he comes. Come with me. Boy, I hope this works. I got a feeling this is going to straighten me out.
Yes?
Package, ma'am, from Green Spreckles.
Oh, indeed.
There's a card.
Let me see that. Let bygones be bygones. Sweet, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, of all the nerve,
Beg pardon, ma'am?
I knew he'd come crawling back, and it won't do him any good.
But, ma'am.
I don't want his box of cheap fruits.
Cheap, it cost me $5.
I'm through with him. As far as I'm concerned, he never even existed.
I'm dead. Did you hear what she said?
You can't buy love with presents.
No?
No. You go in there, throw yourself on your knees, and plead.
I'll plead anything.
Tell her you can't bear to have her fight the battle of life alone. Two heads are better than one. So take me back. Let's bury the hatchet.
Do you think it'll work?
Your wife is an understanding woman.
It's my only chance.
Did you ever hear such nerve? No, Mother, I certainly didn't.
Sweetheart, Peg, darling, please
Riley.
forgive me. Take me back.
What?
One head is better than two, so bury the hatchet in my head.
Will you act your age and get up off the floor?
Oh, Peg, I know it was a terrible thing I did this morning.
What was that?
Don't you remember?
No, dear, I had such a mixed-up day. I had a fight with a grocer, and, gee, I don't know.
Well, ain't you sore at me?
So? Why should I be?
Well, I don't understand. If you ain't sore at me, why did you send back the glazed fruits?
You sent them. Oh, I thought they came from Green Freckles. Hey, I sent them back.
Sure, I sent them.
Aw, darling, you were sweet to think of me and send... Chester Riley. What have you been up to?
I ain't been up to nothing. I just sent you the fruit on account of the fight we had.
What fight?
The fight we had this morning.
We didn't have a fight this morning. We never fight.
Peg, I ought to know if I've been in a fight.
Oh, will you stop being silly? I know that we were not in a fight this morning.
And I'm telling you that we did have a fight this morning because I'm extravagant.
You're not extravagant.
Yes, I am.
Oh, well, don't be stubborn about
I
it.
am not stubborn.
Please stop shouting.
I am not Look, Peg, I'm going to tell you something. What are we fighting about?
I don't know.
You mad at me?
Of course not.
Well, then, give me a little kiss.
Gee, talk me into it. Riley, the children.
Oh, yeah. Hey, come here, kid. You know something? You've got a wonderful mother.
You're telling us.
You know it, Daddy.
It sure was a happy day, the day that you proposed marriage to me.
Ah, listen to him.